Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
No, it doesn't matter at all. As there is the Kench. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
It's not an engage support. But
hey man, Abyssal dive.
Honestly, I kinda like the Liiv SANDBOX composition.
So Doran will be okay for that. Nice little engage comes in from Kyle as we do have Krako following up, and Lahens is going to go down. First blood will go into the hands of Ice as Ruler is left.
Execution on the play as well, and it's a nice little lead. Get a kill on your most relevant carry, the one that is.
It's essentially what we're talking about here, guys. I mean, Doran is going to get insanely ahead. It's okay. As I say that, I cursed him as now Peanut comes in, and Doran actually will force a blast out of the Frog as now Peanut went a little bit too deep. He has the red buff, but there is a Gwen on his back, and you're not going to get away from her easily. The snip comes through, and that is another kill over to Dove as Chovy says, hey, let's go for the fight. We find Closer all alone in the river. And the flash over the wall with the knockup will be enough, and Chovy will collect a kill himself.
And that's
you see, he's trying to set this up outside of the vision of the Scuttle Crab, but he's not going to force it. As meanwhile on the bottom side, Tom Kench, Kyle, he's not here. As okay in the mid lane, Yoni's just going to go down. Chovy getting comboed here as Closer and tipping point where all of that dive is just too much, and the immobile carry that is Aphelios can't handle it too much is really the question.
We need to be patient. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Doran's here. They're looking to try to get on top of this rise. Do they have the damage is the question, as Krako is trying to trade it back, but Chovy is going to go down at the very last moment. As Gen.G are looking for this second Rift Herald. Liiv SANDBOX, they're actually threatening it, but they're not going to be able to pick that up, and they will be punished, says Gen.G. In goes Chovy, and there is the combo. Kind of one after the other, not the cleanest, but it's still getting the job done as Lahens will frontline once again, has the stopwatch ready for the Moonlight Vigil as Ruler is just coming in and a huge shot blast to the back of them. That's going to be a near ace as Dove has to run away with his tail between his legs.
And there you see both the potential of the dives, and for a moment you see what Liiv SANDBOX Comp might do. If they can kite back, if Ice was actually there from the get-go, that could have looked completely different, but instead they get hard engaged on without all their members there, and Gen.G showcases the dive that makes them so threatening. And Doran, man, that shock blast was utterly disgusting as another charge comes in. The Drake is gone as well, and now the horror movie has actually started. As I say that, I don't know this teleport.
They're actually going to respect it because of the rise.
They don't know. Soul point?
Yeah. They're just going to take it. Okay, Liiv SANDBOX. Going to pick this up. Pretty nice macro decision. I think Gen.G playing it very safe. But, you know, a lot of people scattered around the map.
Go behind. Like, Soul's, Inferno Soul's really good, but it's not that good. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we fought it.
The other guy, it was his friend the whole time. And, I mean, there's just, I don't see this ever happen. Like, Krako is hanging around, but should he? I mean, he might die. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. It's not even like, oh, there's a chance he might steal it. No, it's like, well, you should probably just leave. And I think that is what's going to happen in the end. His Ruler's still trying to get us back to the LCK with a vengeance.
Didn't even, like, he doesn't need to go for Sorel, does, because the amount of damage available isn't actually enough. As Krako, flank of a lifetime here. Don't know who he's going to kick. And also, I don't know. It don't really matter. And they just said, no, I'm going to do Wolves instead.
You know, snowball things. A very different situation. As Chovy is alone for a minute here, as Dove is trying to get on top of him, and Chovy at this point, it almost feels like it's a competition of who's going to carry the hardest. As everybody's really, even Lahens is like, oh, it's my turn to carry now. Let me get another great engage off. Like, who's going to get POG for this game? I guess Doran, because he hit big shot blast and did the big boom boom damage, but like, who, you know, it was a team effort this time around.
He's the main character, Valdez.
True.
Come on, he's,
Did we just
he's a
vote
bad
for him
guy.
He's the main character? He's
Well,
the most handsome actor? Like, is that where we're at now?
No, but
maybe.
Who would you vote for, Valdez? Who do you think is the horror character in this movie? Tell me.
Yeah, Doran's going to have some pretty insane damage numbers at the end of this one.
So, with those gold leads, I would rather not discuss. Yeah. Are you a big horror film enjoyer?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We do have a bit of a 1v1 going on here. Lots of needles hitting as the knockup comes through, and Jovi's like, how dare you try to fight me? I guess you didn't see the last game where I played Yone.
Well, he also has lost, or sorry,
Wits End.
Wits End, yeah. So that's just never. It's just never.
I think
happening.
Dove's just kind of having fun.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
Dove's like, let me see if I can 1v1. No, I cannot. Okay. Not even Gwen. Not even Gwen can get it done at this point.
Yeah. He hit most of those needles, too.
Yeah?
Just didn't
That's
matter.
generally enough.
Yeah. Well, Gen.G, it's not going to be the 22-minute win from T1, but it's feels almost as dominant here in this one. Didn't really feel like Liiv SANDBOX had a chance really ever in this game, so Gen.G just going to do it a little bit cleaner. They're going to say, okay, this is how you do it. You take out all the inhibitors, and then you push with your super minions. If you can't do it with the Baron, as Chovy is still poking, like the zoom-ins there from Jonas Strong, just waiting for that engage. That feels inevitable at this point. And there it is, the Diana goes in, gets the Moonfall onto closer, as we see Dove in the backline just trying his hardest to get anything done, as Lehens will go down in the end. But I think he might be the only one. Ruler flashing in, gets exhaust. He will go down, but this is absolutely going to be Liiv SANDBOX's Nexus going down as they finish off the rest of them and take down the Nexus. GG Gen.G will take game number 1.